Oh, hey y'all. What's up? Jamie, that's me here. What's up? What's up? Welcome back. Listen, I wanted to talk to you guys real quick about a few topics, okay? Things that's been going on out here in the world, out here in the entertainment world, and everything, okay? Y'all know I gotta have my Starbucks, right? Actually, I went to a different Starbucks this morning, and girl, I typically one of the Starbucks near me, the lady kind of put me up on a chestnut praline. You feel what I'm saying? With white mocha, white chocolate mocha, and all of that. But the Starbucks I went to, the lady said that they was out of chestnut praline. I was like, girl, so is it going away because the holiday has changed? Was it just seasonal? I'm not sure. Y'all may know, so let me know down in the comments. So I actually had to get something different. Was like a caramel brulee, but I still got the extra stuff that I ended up getting with my normal chestnut praline. And I have to say, a little different. I taste a difference, but it's not a bad difference. So I kind of like it. So it's cool. So that's what we on. But I'm going to likely go back to what it was if my other Starbucks still has my chestnut praline. And that's just on P. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, but it was cool. They gave me everything else I needed. So I appreciate that. But outside of that, I wanted to come to y'all real quick so we could chat about a few topics. And in no particular order, I think I am going to actually start off and talk about this IRS tax. Have y'all heard about this? They're saying that the House Republicans aim to abolish IRS, okay? Abolish the IRS, at least the income tax, and replace it. Now, I want to get into this short part of this article because I feel like the first time I heard about it was on TikTok, in all honesty, because I don't really watch the news like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll be on Instagram. I follow certain pages. So when things come across my timeline, then I'm able to dive deeper into that, right? But according to this article, they're saying the new Speaker of the House, Mr. Kevin McCarthy, who's a Republican out of California, agreed as part of a deal with conservatives in the Freedom Caucus to win the speakership to allow a vote on a bill that would abolish the Internal Revenue Service and institute a fair tax that would replace federal income taxes and other taxes with a national consumption tax administered by the states, okay? With a national consumption tax administered by the state. They're saying on Monday, Republicans passed the bill to strip the IRS of much of the extra $80 billion in funding for enforcement enacted last year by Democrats. Okay, by the Democrats' Inflation Reduction Act. Although the bill is not expected to advance in the Senate, which is still controlled by the Democrats, all right? They still decided that they were going to pass the bill. Now, if you ask me, I don't know about this. When I first heard about it, I thought that it was good. Like, okay, girl, y'all get rid of the IRS, girl. Let them go. But my concern is where they say a national consumption tax. And that's what I'm concerned about. So if tax is I don't even know the percentage. I think I saw where they were looking at doing a 23%. I don't want to do no 20, girl, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because it's okay, that's a national consumption tax. But what about other state taxes? So, I could be confused on this. So, for you guys that are really into politics and know more about this, definitely hop down in the comments and educate us. But how I'm thinking about it is this: a national consumption tax. So, if I purchase an item for $100 and the national consumption tax is 23%, 25%, that means that I will be paying $123 or $125 on that item versus just the 100 on top of the shipping and everything else that comes with it, and then on top of local taxes as well. I don't think I like that. We're already in a space of inflation. Everything is already high, and then you want to sit up here and change the tax on that too. Something about that don't really seem right, but y'all gotta let me know y'all thoughts about that, because I feel like a lot of times when they present different bills, it sounds good on the surface, but once you dig deeper and actually read and learn different stuff, it's kind of is this bill really good? It sounds good on the surface because you want other people to be in support. You want the public to be in support of whatever's going on, because a lot of times the public don't look deeper than what's already on the surface. So they just ride with the idea yeah, let's do it. Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't girl, abolish the IRS or anything, but what I am saying, if you're going to do that, then come up with a better alternative than this national consumption tax, because I feel like, is there going to be a cap on that? What does that look like? How does that truly affect us when we're purchasing items or anything, or when it comes to people's taxes being taken out, or however that works? What does that truly look like? Because I think for like some self-employed people, I don't know, don't quote me, I thought the tax was around 15 or 17% or whatever the case. So if it's a nationwide consumption tax or whatever, if I'm just wondering, how does that work? Like, girl, so that mean they're gonna be having to pay more on their dollar? Like, I'm just confused a bit. But if it's gonna change things financially, like, and make it worse than what it is now, I don't like it. I don't agree with it. That's the short answer. I don't like it, and I don't agree with it. But for you guys that know more than me, please hop down in the comments and educate us all, okay? So I just wanted to bring that to the forefront so we can have a conversation about it down below in the comments, all right? Now, the next thing I think I'm going to talk about, in no particular order, as I said, is this Ray J and Tyrese situation. Like, what is going on here? So y'all know the Golden Globes recently took place. I believe it was on Sunday night, Monday night, one of the two. Well, Eddie Murphy ended up receiving an award, and he kind of listed out like 3 different things that you may want to do when you move forward and elevate, or whatever the case was. One of the things that he stated was keep Will Smith's wife's name out your mother. Okay? Keep Will Smith's mouth's name out your mouth, right? That was one thing. And Tyrese pretty much came out with his statement, pretty much letting him know, like, you need to chill out on that. You need to, like, calm down. He says, I'm still Will Smith. I'm still team Will Smith, and this is Tyrese. He says, there's nobody on this earth that will ever influence me to ever have a change of heart towards the biggest influence in my life. I'm just saying, man, move on already. I just watched Emancipation for the 3rd time. I just can't believe how masterful this overall movie is. Hashtag my brother's keeper. So that's what he was kind of saying, as far as, move on. All right, that's what his response was to Eddie Murphy's rules of life, or whatever the case was. So since Tyrese gave his unwanted opinion towards Eddie Murphy and him bringing up the Will Smith incident that took place last year, Mr. Ray J decided, well, since we all doing unwanted opinions, I'm going to go ahead and give you mine. So Ray J came to the front, and Ray J tells Tyrese this. He says, Tyrese better mind his own business. You not on Eddie level. You think you can tell Axel Foley and or Hakeem, the Prince of Zamunda, to move on already? He's #1 in his acting campaign still to this day. He's a real legend. You better show some respect, Tyrese, before we'll slap you back into your reality. Yeah, I said it. You know how I feel about you and your antics. Don't play with my mentors. It won't end well. Who's going to respond to Ray J? Tyrese has clearly ignored Ray J. I have not seen him, respond or anything. But who's going to come and snap on Ray J? Ray J, I do find it funny that you would kind of mention the antics of Tyrese when y'all both be on the same page with it. Baby, you was just having a meltdown not too long ago, showing us your text messages and everything between the Kardashians and a lot of stuff, okay? Now, Tyrese may have come to the internet and cried and said, what more do you want from me? And put up long posts and stuff. But I feel like how you've acted isn't too far out of lane as what Tyrese has done. In all honesty, Ray J, so who are you to come to the front and try and check somebody on them speaking on someone? Like, who do you think you are? Now, the only reason why I'm slick, like, I'm not going to trip too much about it, because Tyrese gave his thoughts. So if you gave your unwanted opinion, then let Ray J give his as well. But it's kind of like, don't sit up there and try and comfort that man in his antics when your antics are just as similar as his. If not, you probably worse than him. To be honest, the way you like to be so much in the forefront because it benefits your business a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, girl, I don't know. Sometimes you be getting beside yourself a little bit, Ray J. But a lot of us go along because I think you have a great personality, and I think that you're very charismatic, and you win a lot of people over with that. So I think, and you Brandy's little brother. So I think a lot of people let you slide with your stuff sometimes, but make no mistakes. You're, in my opinion, about on the same level as Tyrese when it comes to antics. But I'm going to let my viewers, subscribers, y'all hop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts about all of this, okay? Yikes. So let's go ahead and see what else I want to talk about over here. Let's see who else. Let's talk about Amy and TJ real quickly, okay? Y'all know they were on this show, GMA 3, right? They were both hosts of Good Morning America 3. They both were married at one point. We learned that, girl, they started messing around with each other. All of that tea dropped out. At first, Good Morning America made it seem like they weren't going to do anything to the couple. Well, they did, okay? They removed them from their jobs for the time being, and they ended up replacing them. And in that time span, TJ has filed for a divorce from his wife, and her attorney spoke out on her behalf, pretty much letting us know how she kind of was a bit disappointed in how TJ has been handling this whole situation. I mean, TJ and Amy are continuing to date. They've been spending time together even more. I believe they spent Christmas together. So they've been doing their thing like, hey, it is what it is. Like, we're going to be together whether anybody likes it or not. Well, they also told us that what we also learned is that a lot of the workers over at GMA don't really care for TJ. And then at a later time, we're hearing that a lot of them are hoping that Miss Amy is out the door as well because they don't really care for her either. So because it's taken so long for them to come back to the forefront to work with the job, it appears that both of these individuals have decided to lawyer up for a possible lawsuit, okay? And they are saying, according to TMZ, that race could be a factor. Now, they're saying ABC could be staring down the barrel of a lawsuit if it fires or pushes TJ Holmes and Amy out of their anchor jobs, because we're told the two have lawyered up big time, and if it comes to litigation, race might be an issue. I don't think race should be an issue, in my opinion. Why would it need to be an issue? On whose end? Would it be on TJ's end, or would it be on her end, or would you guys try and say that they don't want to see a interracial couple on their television screens, which I wouldn't want to believe that at all. So I'm just wondering on whose side would it benefit the most for them to try and use the angle of race when it comes to a lawsuit. Now they're saying sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ ABC has not clued in TJ or Amy as to why they were taken off of the air a month ago. What do you mean, ABC? A source told TMZ that ABC has not clued them in as to why they were taken off the air a month ago. Y'all should know. I'm sure they let y'all know, hey, we're going to remove you guys from air at this time being because you all's relationship is a little too high and it's not bringing positive attention to the network at this time. So give us a second. And they probably still don't have any intentions on firing them. Who knows? They're probably planning to bring them back. They just need this situation to die down a bit more. But because TJ and Amy could be a bit impatient, they're lawyering up. And I just wonder how that's going to play out for them, because they could be jumping the gun with getting this attorney. Who knows? We'll see. Or either maybe they know they're likely to not return, and they want to be ahead of the game should that, end up happening. Now, let's see what else they're saying. They're saying after their romantic relationship surfaced, ABC decided to remove them from air a month ago or so and never told them exactly why. So they're saying we're told they're confused and frustrated why the ABC News brass at first told people internally there would be no disciplinary action, and then the company did an about face. I don't think they should be surprised, confused, or frustrated, but I'm sure that's what they're going to use to play up the lawsuit. But if you ask me, they probably didn't have any intentions on doing that, but the conversation continued to grow. So, So with that, I think they had a change of heart, had a change of mind because of how it was impacting them. Because a lot of times I think this happens. They probably didn't have any intentions on doing anything. But if their advertisers are coming to them and addressing certain things and saying, hey, this isn't a good look, X, Y, Z, then I feel like they're indebted to the advertisers to change some stuff. So it could be something like that, where they probably, had somebody continuing to reach out like, this not how this supposed to go. Like, this ain't looking good. You're going to have to change this. We're going to have to make some shake because it's not working. It's not clicking, So, I mean, it could be that. But let's continue. They're saying our sources say Amy has hired an attorney, one of the best civil lawyers in Hollywood. And TJ has also lawyered up with a legal force who has handled numerous celebrity cases. So we'll see what's going to happen. They're saying we're told the lawyers will pose this question to ABC. Has ABC ever used the morals or conduct clause to fire or discipline two consenting adults at equal levels when both were white? Cut it. Not y'all trying to use that angle when both were white, because what? That don't even make sense. The sources go on to say it would be telling if this is the first time ABC invoked the morals clause under these circumstances with a black and white anchor. Like, y'all not for to try that. Now, when they sat up there and was okay with having a black and white anchor host their show, and now that those individuals are in a relationship, y'all want to try and play that race card, like, you know, they're not paying the rent. Like, that doesn't even make any sense to me. And here's the gag. I feel like there's a clause while they're speaking on this moral clause. I feel like ABC may have another clause in their contract that pretty much says that they can release you at any moment at their discretion. So I'm sure they have some type of clauses in place to protect them for unforeseen circumstances like this. So we'll see what's going to happen, if this lawsuit is really going to be able to move forward, and whether or not, you know, they're going to be able to receive a coin or even return back to air. But either way, good luck. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's see who else I want to talk about. Young Thug's judge. Girl, listen. So there was a juror on the Young Thug case, and I believe she skipped out on attending one of the court sessions, right? Because she said that she already had a pre-planned trip to the Dominican Republic or something like that. So when she got back, the judge was pretty, you know, disappointed in her. They're saying a juror in Young Thug's YSL RICO trial missed jury duty to take a trip to the Caribbean and was reprimanded by the judge in the case. Now listen. She had a conversation with the judge. She says, I emailed this person. I told this person my schedule. You know, I told everybody what they needed to know because I already had a pre-planned trip that was booked. And I really feel like she shouldn't be in trouble with that. Like, I feel like she probably gave y'all her schedule at the beginning. If she going to the Caribbean or going to the islands or vacation, I'm sure that was planned way ahead of time. So y'all likely, and I've never done jury duty before, but y'all also likely should have y'all should have asked for their schedules ahead of time to see if there will be anything that would cause them to not be there. You know what I'm saying? And then have an alternate juror to step in during the times that she was going to be on her trip or whatever. So I don't know. It's like, as much as she may have dropped the ball, I do feel like somebody in the courts department dropped the ball as well. When she approached the bench to talk to the judge really wasn't trying to hear too much of what she was saying. And instead of him holding her in contempt and locking her up or whatever for missing jury duty or whatever the case is, he decided that he wanted her to do a 30-page essay. Okay? A 30-page essay explaining, I believe, like the importance or something like that of jury duty or being a juror or something like that. He wanted her to do that. And she actually has to return, I believe, everything. Let me see. I think it's supposed to be returned within the next 3 weeks. Let me see. I want to make sure. Let me go to read the full conversation here. Oh, yeah. So the young lady said, every move I made was not to be negligent on the juror's summons. Okay. This is what she told the judge. Okay. They said the judge said he won't hold her in contempt. Instead, he's making her write a 30-page essay on the importance of jury service. It is due in 3 weeks, and the judge is running it through a plagiarism checker. Baby. Wow. So then the woman says, Glenville told the woman years ago, people who look like us couldn't serve on jurors. It was prohibited. Wow. So I guess he's trying to get her to understand, like, this is very serious. So clearly this was a black woman of color that went on this trip, child. They're saying that the judge wants it in APA-style format with 10 primary sources and 10 secondary sources. She'll be coming back on February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day, to discuss her essay. Wow. Listen to me. Lock me up, Your Honor. Your Honor, please, okay? I feel like, Martin, you're going to bang that gavel. Your Honor, you're gonna bang that gavel, Your Honor. You're going to bang that. Mr. Payne, okay? Listen, that's me. You're going to bang that gavel because I'm not going to sit up here, sir, and write no 3. Do you know how long I've been out of school? Now, I don't know who this person is, but do you know how long I've been out? I'm not trying to be no attorney to where I got to sit up here and write 3-page essays or whatever like that. I'm not even trying to write a 4-page letter like Aaliyah. You feel what I'm saying? I might send you a long text, but I'm not trying to write no 4-page letter. I'm not trying to do no 30-page essay. I'm not trying to do none of that. Do you understand? I got to write it and then read it. Oh, absolutely not, Your Honor. Please jail me. Yes, sir, you're going to bang that gavel. Lock me up. Throw away the key for the time being, but pick the key back up when it's time for me to get out. Period. So that's just how I feel about that. Like, I was like, oh, ma'am. Oh, ma'am, no, Your Honor. But if you're a writer, it's probably nothing for you if you really enjoy that stuff. Girl, I don't enjoy punctuations. None of that. I don't enjoy doing sources. I don't want to look up no sources that do all of that. I don't want to do it. But let me tell you what I would do if I was a girl. Let me go over here to one of these websites and get somebody to write it up for me. Somebody that's good. You're going to have to pay a good coin for that. Okay, a good coin for somebody to write a 30-page essay on something like that within 3 weeks. Girl, at least let them do the first 15 pages and you could try to do the other part. But you got me messed up. Girl, I'll be showing in the court and the judge gonna be like, what do you have to say for yourself? Your Honor, I couldn't do it. Your Honor, it's not feasible for me to be able to do nothing like that when I'm a parent. I have this and that going on. I have a job, Your Honor. I could not squeeze that in. So at what point do you want to lock me up and for how long? So I could get this over with. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, joy gonna always have to come in the morning. And I mean the days only gonna have to go by. So 3 days, girl, I'm gonna look up and be like, whoo, that was quick. That was a quick weekend. Like, lock me up. I'm not gonna play with you, Your Honor. I played with you enough. I don't wanna play with you no more. Just lock me up, babe. But anyway, good luck. Y'all hop down in the comments. Girl, let me know. I mean, were you gonna write the letter? I mean, were you gonna write the essay, or would you have rather been locked up? Which one is it? Okay, I already told you what I would do. Now I want to hear what y'all gonna do. Okay, now let's go ahead and move on to the next thing I want to talk about real briefly. And that is this pink sauce girl. All right, so a lot of you guys may not be familiar with her. I didn't know her name. I knew her as the pink sauce girl because when she started, promoting a lot of her stuff over on TikTok and selling products to people, a lot of people would give bad reviews. Some people would give great reviews. It was a lot of controversy. I believe people learned that her sauce wasn't like trademarked or copywritten or whatever it was. She wasn't like legally in business or something like that when it came down to it. So a lot of people thought that she was going to suffer a lawsuit at some point, right? Well, what we're learning is that people couldn't have been more wrong about it because they're saying pink sauce is coming to Walmart after social media, craziness, right? So her name is Chef Peas or Chef Pies, or she's viral. She's the viral pink sauce. Will soon be available for purchase at Walmart after undergoing some scrutiny on social media last year. Now, pink sauce is one of the most viral products that TikTok has ever birthed. They're saying the sauce first appeared online in summer of 2022, promising a mouthful of flavor with unique pink coloring. After gaining traction on social media, the sauce's creator, Chef P or Chef Pie, decided to start selling her colorful condiment to fans, but it soon ran into some controversy after consumers raised concerns about the dressing's safety. All right, a few users took to TikTok to address these worries, saying their sauce had spoiled in the hot summer heat when being shipped. I did see that. While others pointed out some inconsistencies in the ingredients listed on the packaging. Wow. And she was doing all kind of videos on this stuff. But despite the hurdles, Pink Sauce partnered up with hot sauce brand Dave's Gourmet in August of 2022 with initial plans for the sauce to hit stores that fall. But Walmart became the exclusive pink sauce retailer until July of 2023. Wow, that's major to me. All right, so coming in at this year, they're saying the sauce will be available at 4,300 Walmart locations across the United States starting in mid-January. So starting now, all the way through July 2023, Walmart is going to be a retailer for her products. And I think they're doing this on some type of like a 6-month trial period thing to see how well it sells. And then from there, they may extend her contract to be a bit longer if they see that they're actually making profit from her stuff. I also feel like Walmart is doing this, in my opinion, because when I think about Target, one thing about Target does not mind working with smaller brands. It's just about communicating, networking, and being able to get in the door. Sometimes you have to pay a lot of money to people that will go into the actual offices of Target that have the connections to actually represent your company, right? To likely get you on the retailer list. So I feel like, or get you on their retail list, right? So I feel like because Walmart doesn't really have that, in my opinion, I also feel like they don't have areas for a lot of like black people. Like Target, they have clothing areas for, dedicated to like black folks and stuff. They also have an area of like, I've been seeing recently, what do you call it? Like stationary products and stuff. Like I've been seeing that. Of course, a lot of hair products for black people. So like they have like different aisles, and they have the outer aisles set up, the end caps, I think that's what they call them. They have those like centered and dedicated to like black people and stuff, right? So they work with a lot of black owned companies. And I feel like with Walmart, they're probably trying to like revamp, because at times that I've been going to Walmart, and y'all know I don't really like going in their job, but I have been noticing that they've been making different changes to like some of the layouts in their store, the signage and everything, like inside, outside, like they've been making quite a few changes. So I feel like with that, they're also trying to make changes when it comes to a lot of black individuals and their companies as well, which is why I feel like they used her. Like, okay, yeah, we'll buy into that. I mean, Target does it all the time. We wouldn't mind, sliding in, getting a little bit of that money. Hey, this is what we'll do. We'll give you a trial period for 6 months and see how that's going to work. And if we actually make money off you, then we'll continue to, sell the product or extend your contract in some fashion. So that's what I think. That's just what I'm thinking, like in an effort to kind of compete with Target on that level. So it's kind of, I think that's cool. I mean, I ain't tripping off of it. I would say congratulations to her. And I love it so much because a lot of people tried to put her down about her products. And y'all thought that she was going to get locked up or something was going to happen to her. Her business was over or whatever. And she was able to spin the block and turn around and not only spin the block, but partner with somebody and then turn around and actually get a contract with Walmart. I think that's hella dope. And it also speaks to dreamers. Like if you out there dreaming of someone to do something, like don't let what nobody's saying negatively about your thing, prevent you from moving forward. You feel what I'm saying? It's the fact that she continued to persevere despite the negativity that people were putting out there about her. And then now she just landed a contract with Walmart. I think that's amazing because here's the other thing. With her doing this for Walmart, and she's going to be able to get hard numbers, whether it's good for Walmart and they want to continue to work with her or they don't. She's going to be able to get documentation, true numbers to show to another company. So if she can't do anything with Walmart and she wants to go to Kroger or something like that, and it's like, hey, these are my numbers. This is what I typically can produce for you, yada, 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 whatever. She may end up landing a contract with someone else outside of Walmart, or she may be able to do Walmart and go over to Target, right? And go over to a Kroger or wherever your stores are. You know what I'm saying? I think Texas has HEB or something like that. Hell, I don't know what it's called, but it's something like that. Like, or maybe even be able to go to those stores. So either way, short answer, I think it's dope. Congratulations to her. She's out here doing her thing. She's persevering, regardless of what somebody out here trying to say. You feel what I'm saying? Because your dreams are yours. They're not nobody else's. So everybody else ain't got to understand what it is you're trying to do. Okay? So shout out to her for that. All right? Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below on that. Let's go ahead and let's move on to the next thing that I want to talk about. Wow, listen, this is cute. All right, so Lori Harvey, oh my God, all right. So Lori Harvey and Damson Idris have been pretty much fueling a lot of the rumors out here. A few weeks ago, we saw them both leaving a restaurant, not together, but together because they left out the restaurant at different times, but they still got into the same vehicle. So people were already thinking they were dating. Actually, for me, I was hearing the rumors before that, but seeing them come out of the building was like, okay, so whatever I heard prior, yeah, it looks like it could really be a thing. And now they're confirming it on social media with this particular image that was put up. And listen, I'm not really, at least I can't say that I'm upset about it. I can't say that I'm mad about it. Like, I know a lot of people want to call her a thought and bop or whatever they want to say, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, he posted a picture of him kissing her. He posted pictures of her on his at his house, I guess, with the money to the ear or whatever like that. So he's been posting her, right? So it seems like they are officially in a relationship together. Now, understand, just last year around this time, Miss Lori Harvey was dating Michael B. Jordan. And they broke up, I think, like, March, April or something like that. They broke up around that time. And I don't know how long she been dating Damson. Maybe she's gave it a little bit of time, and then now she decided to, date him. Maybe it's been a few months or whatever, but yeah, that's what it is. A lot of people want to call her a thought, she for the streets and stuff. I love it. Live your life on your terms and however you want to do, okay? Because a lot of people out here trying to drag Lori be the same people praising Future. And Future has multiple baby mamas. So when y'all having these conversations about Nick Cannon, make sure you add Future to that conversation as well, okay? Because he's been shown to be trash as well. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if it's good for the goose, then it must be good for the duck, child. So it must be good for her as well. So I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. Like, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna date, and I feel like if you're in the industry in any capacity, chances are you likely are gonna come across the same person, you know, or not the same person, but come across somebody in that industry. Like, it's just what it is, right? I'm thinking about Shamar Moore. Y'all know he announced that he's having a child, and who he's having a child with is the woman that has a child with Stephen Bishop. And let me look up what Stephen Bishop may have played in to see if y'all recall him, because he is just so handsome to me. Let me pull him back up because I thought it came up. Stephen Bishop. There he go. Actor. When I tell y'all this man is such a cutie pie to me, I'm about to add him to the screen so that you guys can see. But what else did he play in? Let me exit out of that. He played in Fatal Affair with Nia Long and also Omar Epps. He played in Mary Jane with Gabrielle Union. He's played in a few things. I feel like he should get more attention than what he's been given. But let me see if I can add him. Oh, dang, I wasn't able to save that photo. Give me 1 second. Because a lot of you guys don't know who Stephen Bishop is. I was like, this man is so handsome to me. All right, let's see if we can save this one, and then I can pull it up for y'all. There you go. Yes, this right here is Stephen Bishop. So he has a daughter with a woman that is now about to have a child with Shamar Moore. You feel what I'm saying? So it just happens. I think she has 3 kids by 3 different men, and these are 2. Like, this is Stephen. The last baby is going to be by Shamar Moore, and I'm not sure about the other child or who that dad is. But what I'm saying is, when you in the industry, sometimes you're going to come across other folks that's in the industry, and it's just kind of like, is what it is, you know? So that's just where we at with it. But either way, I'm not really, I ain't upset with Lori. Go out here and live your best life to the fullest, because these men gonna do it anyway. And the good thing is although she's out here dating a lot of people, she not out here. We don't know if she's smashing all these people. She probably celibate. And in addition to that, she ain't out here having kids by all these folks either. She just out here living her life. So I'm not mad at it, but y'all let me know in the comments how you're feeling about it, all right? Now let's go ahead and see. I think that may be all that I wanted to talk about today. Let me make sure. Yeah, that's it. That's all that I really wanted to talk about today. So I want you guys to go ahead, hop down in the comments, share your thoughts about everything that I just discussed today. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie, that's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.